Hello everybody and welcome. I'm not dead. I just didn't have time to work on the projects that are on the pipeline because they are very complex. But I have something very special today that I need to show you. You know, I got rid of most of my collection recently, but my brother is coming and he needs a computer to do full-time work. So I decided to get from the UK, from a company specialized in refurbishing old Mac Pros. And this is a 5,1 is a 5,1 12-core Mac Pro with 32 gigs of RAM, a new Radeon card, and NVMe storage, 256 gigs, I think. So let's see. So here there is the order information, the invoice. Nice packaging. Create 4 Pro. We build, you create. Nice. Perfectly packed. What we have here? We have European power cable. That's very thoughtful. I thought they would ship the UK one. Oh, I promised my brother I'm gonna live stream this to him, so let me just stop here for a second and call him on FaceTime. Alright, so my brother is watching us and I'll continue with this. So the chassis looks pretty good. Taking the first layer of styrofoam out. And computer is here. Let's see, it is lighter than the G5. Let's see if I can make it up. So I move this box away. And this to the door here. And so this side looks okay. A few scratches here and there, lots of dust. The front looks perfect. Some scratches on the top. The side panel looks okay as well. And behind, let's see if I can show you. So as I said, promised, behind we have the NVMe storage, the 4 USB 3 ports, and the graphics card. I think, yeah, taking the 2 spaces here. One DisplayPort port, one HDMI, one dual-link DVI, and the standard ports that come on the Mac Pro. Moving to the side. Here, and oh, the graphics card is much more than I thought. So 2 6-core Xeons at 3.06 GHz, 32 gigs of RAM, and the slots are free. So if I need later, I can easily put 64 without having to get rid of my old RAM. And let me get closer so you can see the cards. Oh, it's too dark. I'm gonna do a walkthrough later when I review the machine, but you can see here the graphics. The NVMe card is on the top there and looks clean and perfect inside. One of the drive bays should be populated. Not this, not this, not this. Yeah, of course the first one. We have checked it first. With a 500 gigs drive. And that's it. I need to work now, so I'm gonna test the machine afterwards and let you all know. Right, so I connected the Mac Pro to the monitor, to the T221, and yeah, it was really dark in here, so sorry for the lights. And let's see, actually I could make it brighter. Yeah. Alright. So let's see what happens. Let's see if it works and if it bongs. It's so much quieter than the G5, just unbelievable. Let's turn the screen on. The G5 has much better speakers though. The screen is up. Beautiful. And whoa, it boots really fast. Has a bunch of applications installed. Let me get the keyboard and mouse and show the system specs. Alright guys, the computer is up. Let's see this. App Store 4 update. I guess I can do that now. Or she needs to connect to the Wi-Fi first. Right, let me skip this. Let's see the system specs. Wrote about this Mac. And there we have it. It's an early 2009, so the firmware has been upgraded, so you know it is a 5.1 and it should run Mojave later on without any problems. Two 3.06 GHz 6-core Intel Xeons, 32 gigs of RAM, 4 gigs of graphics, Radeon RX 560, and displays. This display was used by many brands, so it doesn't show name, but you know, my classic T221 resolution. Storage. Then we have a PCI Express SSD that I'm gonna benchmark later, and a 2 TB SATA disk. Memory is beautiful because if I want to put 64 gigs of RAM, it's easy. So we have 4 sticks of 8 gigs and 4 free slots. And let's go further to system report. So 5.1 Mac Pro, 6-core Xeon, so 12 total cores, 12 megs of cache per processor, 32 gigs of RAM. No ATA bus, standard Mac audio, no big deal here. It has the internal Bluetooth module. You probably just imaged this from a MacBook Pro because Mac uses MacBook Pro. I need to redo all of this. Maybe I'm gonna even reinstall the system because I can see there is like Spotify installed, VLC, Acrobat Reader. So I'm not sure I'm gonna keep the system image like it is. Doesn't support the low power Bluetooth. I may replace later the Bluetooth and the Wi-Fi with AC, the internal one. Let's see. What's controller? No controller device, no memory card reader, no camera. Burning. There is a DVD drive. I'm gonna put Blu-ray here later on. The 2 Ethernet ports. No fiber channel. Standard FireWire bus from 800 megabits per second. That's also usual. The Radeon RX 560. Funny thing, it says PCI lane 8, but it doesn't really matter. Supports metal. It even describes the resolution of the screen. Look at the wide quad ultra extended graphics array, but only 13 Hz. Too bad. No RAID. So now he's using 2 slots per processor. So I see 2 on the first CPU and then 2 on the second CPU. I think that's optimal disposition. Then a Samsung 970 installed in the SSD controller. It shows as an Apple SSD controller. I don't know how they do this. I'm not sure if the controller is flashed. I'm gonna look into it later on. No classic PCI. It shows PCI Express as PCI. Okay. I thought it was separated. Maybe they just got rid of the legacy stuff. So then VM Express controller here. Audio device, the USB 3 controller, and the Radeon. No parallel SCSI naturally. Power settings, no printer. SATA. The one of the hard drives is here, and the DVD drive. Of course, no Thunderbolt, and USB 2 and 3 buses. Alright, in the evening, time allowing, I'm gonna migrate this computer. I'm migrating Mac Mini to this one. I'm gonna already put the Mac Mini to sale. I want to run some benchmarks against the G5, the G4, the dual G4. You're probably gonna run Shake, and it shows how far we've come with, you know, processor speeds. But beautiful, I'm happy. I'm hoping this machine is gonna serve me for at least 2 years, and I hope my brother's gonna be happy with it. So I guess, guys, more later.